Okay, this is our second day in section 11.2, dividing rational expressions. And basically when you divide, you just flip the second fraction. You flip the fraction after the division. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'm just copying this, change that to multiplication, and then flip this fraction over x minus 5. So now I have a multiplication problem like we did before, and I can continue with those steps. I usually, when I do this step, I go ahead and factor as well. That way I don't have to write as much, but I just wanted to be clear about how we get rid of that division. The first fraction stays the same. The division changes to multiplication. We take the reciprocal of that second fraction. You flip it over. Okay? And then you follow the same 4 steps that we did before. The first step is factor. The second step, it was excluded values, but we're not actually excluded values here, so we can skip that for now. Factor, cancel stuff out, and then write your answer. So let me go ahead and do that here. So let's factor this out. That's x plus 5 and x minus 5. That's the difference of squares. Here on the bottom, the GCF is 4. So it's going to be x plus 7. Okay. Over here, that x minus 5, I'm just going to copy. And numbers that multiply to 14 and add to 9 are 7 and 2. X plus 7 and x plus 2. Okay. Things that cancel out. The x plus 7 and the x plus 7 are the same. X minus 5, x minus 5. Nothing else matches. So I'll write out my final answer. X plus 5 and x plus 2 all over 4. You could multiply those out. Don't. It's a waste of time. You don't need to do it. You already have a correct answer. Why mess with it? You're just inviting errors if you do that. Okay. We're going to do it. Try it step by step next. So I'll just tell you one step and you go ahead and do it. If you have a polynomial like this, just put it over 1. So the first thing I want you to do here is to rewrite this with multiplication. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so you should just copy the first one. And if you were tempted and went ahead and factored, that's okay. Okay, the next step is to factor what you can. Go ahead and factor what you can. Okay, so in the numerator here, 3x factors out. It's going to be x minus 4. In the denominator, just 5x, leave it alone. And over there, numbers that multiply to negative 4 and add to negative 3, it'll be x plus 1 and x minus 4. Okay, and you'll see some stuff matching up. The x minus 4 and the x minus 4 match. The x and the x also match. So the x and the x will cancel out. The x minus 4s will cancel out. And what am I left with? The only thing left in the numerator, oh yeah, sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. Go ahead and write your answer out. Beautiful. So the only thing left in the numerator is the 3. The only thing left in the denominator is the 5 and the x plus 1. So that simplifies to that. That's actually, it looks much simpler. It's kind of cool. Okay, I have a couple tries for you. Go ahead and try this one out. I'll catch up with you in a minute.